Right. Okay, so with this fight and the training camp and everything, did you make any changes in the training that you could maybe tell me about?
Yeah, more so leading up to this fight, and ever since that fight with Ty, I was kind of just working on developing every area of my game further. Working on developing my grappling further, my striking, my wrestling, and just kind of, trying to improve myself as a fighter all around. And with Shozo Isojima, he wasn't so much as a specialist like Ty, was a specialist with grappling. He was more of like an all-around fighter. So it was mostly just upping up all my skills and preparing a game plan for him.
Okay. Did you happen to get any new coaches or anything you're like you put more focus into for this camp, or would you say it was the overall MMA game?
Yeah, essentially it was the overall MMA game. I did fly down some training partners that helped out a lot during the camp, but no new coaches. It was necessarily just working on further developing the game plan.
Okay. And then for throughout the fight week,
Mhm.
what was it like for you compared to the last one? Because the last one was a bit more like a high notoriety fight, more pressure with that one. So going into this fight week, like how did it feel in comparison?
Yeah, honestly, I'd say that going into this fight week, I was a lot more calm. I feel that like ever since that last fight with Ty, like I've kind of had to learn how to deal with composure and adversity, and I feel like it's really helped me, develop, the mental aspect of this sport. And I feel like I've been able to kind of keep that calmness, that composure during fight week, during fight camp. And I feel like, yeah, during fight week, I was real calm, and when I got in the ring, I was real calm. I was able to just get in there and execute my game plan.
Okay. And so how did the fight play out for those that didn't see it? You know, I saw some highlights on there. You were mounted on top of him, raining down like insane elbows with no mercy. I mean, absolutely no mercy with that. But how did the fight play out? And then it was a first round finish, correct?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was a first round TKO. Yeah, the first round played out. It was actually during the opening 30 seconds, I was pressuring him to the ropes and I actually got clipped a little bit. I almost went down to one knee. I stumbled a little bit, but I was really quick to regain my composure and my instincts just kicked in and I was able to, kind of keep my composure. Then I got into a strike entry, a takedown. And I was able to keep him controlled and land some heavy ground and pound.
Okay. Why not go for the submission there? Were you pissed off that he almost rocked you there for a second?
Yeah, honestly, for me, like, it was always like my family's whole thing is always just to take whatever comes first. And like, for me, it was just so happened the TKO was there. I mean, he did almost give up his back, and I was gonna take it, but he started to bail. So I decided to play the safe route, just stay on top, keep my position, and keep bringing down those elbows.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Because you do see sometimes people get a little bit greedy, maybe
Yeah.
try to go for a submission, like a guillotine or whatever the case, and then they lose the whole exchange, so to speak. Like the guy ends up on top of them going for
Yeah.
the submission. So if you felt that you had the control there, no need to switch it up.
Yeah, yeah.
Your brother was out of town, right? And he only showed up on the day of.
Yeah, my brother, yeah, he's expecting his fourth child actually next month. So he's been real busy with, all of his kids. And so he was telling me that he wouldn't be able to come up until, a day before the fight. And then I was like, that's all right? He was just kept in touch with me during fight week. And I had to fly down a training partner for the week. And, I was just grateful that he was there for the fight day. And yeah, it was a great outcome.
Okay, so it worked out. But for the next one, do you hope that he can be there throughout the whole week or what?
Yeah, definitely I would I always love having my brother there and especially he's my head coach, so it's always really great to have him there. But you know, it's also hard to balance because with my brother being my head coach and also him being an active MMA fighter, we have to kind of schedule out our careers. And that it's made it difficult for us to both get fights sometimes. So there may be some fights in the future where he'll only be able to fly out for, obviously the day of or just maybe not at all. I mean, I hope that he'd be able to make it out to all of my fights, but we'll just see how, everything schedules out.
Is it just because of the training and certain dates, like, you wanna make sure that you can fully train for your fights and not both of you guys preparing at the same time or something?
Yeah, yeah, that's honestly it because it's hard for my brother to run my camp and to run his own camp at the same time because essentially my brother is his own head coach right now, but my dad stepped away from the MMA scene for a while, but he has been coming back, but more so my brother is still in the head coach position. So he's kind of running both my camp and his camps. And it's hard when both of us are each other's main training partners as well. So we kind of just have to be like each person gets to have a 2 month fight camp and then we switch, then the other person has a 2 month fight camp and so on and so forth.
I see. So you guys don't have one person that could train the both of you if you guys got booked on the same card or something. That's why it's not working out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because, honestly, like our room with our guys, like the fight scene in Hawaii isn't too big. And it's kind of hard to, like, there's not that many, pros on the island. And it's hard to get, like, really good, consistent guys. But we're working on building up a team to, help us prepare for our fights. But, it just sometimes schedules don't line up.
Okay. Does your dad just kind of not want to do coaching anymore per se? Like he doesn't like to be involved with it or what?
Yeah, for a while, my dad stepped away from the MMA scene. I think for my second pro fight is when he started coming back into the MMA scene. But yeah, since then, I mean, he's been starting to come back more and more and to help out with the coaching and with the managing and stuff like that. But it's mainly my brother is still the one who does it all. But my dad's been helping out a lot now.
Okay. Does your brother ever talk about wanting to get like a coach of his own, or I mean, do you help him? Do you coach him, so to speak, a little bit when like if you don't have a fight booked and he does, or
Yeah, yeah, I actually do. Yeah, I do help out my brother a lot with the coaching and with running his camp as well. Just because, I feel like now that like I'm older, like I wasn't like I remember when I used to be like 13 years old trying to help my brother prepare for like, his getting ready for his second belt. It was like real hard, but I feel like now that, I'm 4-1 as a pro, I feel like I really know what I'm talking about and I can really, help him with his fight camps as well.
okay, so it's like you guys helping out each other for now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, for sure. You guys ever trained at Nito's since we last spoke by chance?
No, we have not. No,
Okay.
yeah. Didn't get the chance to.
You guys plan on it? Not that I'm trying to pressure it, I'm just asking genuinely.
I think me and my brother were actually just talking after this fight. We are planning on getting some cross training with some boxers. I don't know if we're gonna be going to the Nito's Boxing Academy, but we'll definitely be trying to get in some rounds with the local fighters. We have sparred and like had some guys cross train that were like two professional boxers. He actually just got a win like a few days ago. I don't know if you seen he just got like a fifth round KO or something. I
I
don't know.
missed it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's a 7-0 pro boxer from Hawaii. He's fighting on the Zuffa boxing card, I think.
Oh, he is. He's from
Yeah.
where in Hawaii?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
don't
don't know.
know
But he's
around
from
there.
Hawaii for sure.
Yeah, he's from Hawaii. Yeah.
Okay, 7-0 and he fights for Zufa.
Yeah, yeah. He
What's his
was
name?
Jay Brio Benito, I think.
Okay.
He
I'll
was
look out for it.
Freddie Roach's guy. Yeah.
Freddie Roach's guy.
hmm
Okay. And your
hmm
brother trained with him recently before he went out for his fight.
Oh, me and my brother trained with him like a few months ago. Yeah, he came down to cross train.